And welcome to another episode of EdgeCraft. I am your host, Matt, and it is great to see you today. So today, we are actually, for real this time, going to work on Santa's secret workshop and base, basically. Because now, I have a beacon. See this thing right here? Haste 2. Alright. Now, I've repaired my pickaxe all the way up because I'm anticipating that this is going to burn it out rather quickly, but look at how fast this thing just clears out. This is amazing. So, I'm going to do this real quick. I am not going to do it in a super fast time mode because that would just be way too fast, I think, for you guys to watch. So we're going to do a cutscene and I will be back when this whole area is cleaned out. See you soon. Okay, so that did not take long at all. I finished this in about, I don't know, 10 minutes? I mean, my goodness, look at this place. I went all the way down this way, which is a little farther than I thought I was going to go. And I'm really, really happy with the size of this space. So now I just have to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with it. And so for that, I am thinking I'm going to grab some stone. And we're going to create a little bit of a floor plan here. So, if we're coming inside like this, the first place I'm thinking of is over here would be the stables where the sled or the sleigh, I should say, and all the reindeer would go. And so I'm thinking that this needs to be a little bit of a corner. So maybe like something like this. Just a little bit of a corner, and so the sleigh can go in here, and then back in this area we'll have the reindeer stalls. What do you call those things? Stables? Yeah, the stables and all this good stuff, and we can have a stable for each reindeer, and I think that'll look pretty cool. I just want to make sure this stays nice and lit up so I don't get any spawns in here. So yeah, we can have 8 stables, 1 for each reindeer, and then a place for the sleigh. And yeah, I don't really know. I guess the sleigh could just kind of go right here. I'm not going to really design that too much, but I'm thinking all through here we'll create 8 little pens. Along this back wall we'll put, like the materials and supplies that the reindeer would need, or the elves would need to take care of the reindeer. And so that'll work out great. Now, from there, again, if you come in, so that way is where the sleigh goes, but then you've got some more choices here. And so I'm thinking that this opens up into the main floor, kind of like the workroom where we got the crafters and the elves and the tables. Now right around here, I'm thinking that maybe we need like a desk, a reception desk, because that's where the button's going to go, right, to open and close the door. So this is where like security is going to be. The guy who's responsible for opening and closing the door, keeping things safe. So we'll create a little desk here. He'll also be watching over all of the floor. I don't want to make the floor too big. I mean, obviously it's going to be a big part of this, but I'm also thinking that that's going to be right around here. Let's put a little bit more in our offhand. And so is that a good size for this room? Yeah, I think so. So if we've got, oops, this is fast. This beacon is fast. I love it. All right, so we got the toy making room here, and then oops, just wanted to break the torch. To get back into the back area, we would come all the way through, and we would come back through some kind of a doorway here. Now this is where kind of Santa's, I don't know, place would be. I'm thinking right around here somewhere we have a big kitchen with ovens and cookies and cakes and all kinds of things that Santa likes to eat and enjoy after a long night. And then let's see, like right there is the edge of that kitchen. So this is like the kitchen / break room where all the elves can go for a little bit of a break. Let's see, it's 3 wide, 3 wide. Yeah, we're gonna keep these doorways kind of consistent. And so the break room with the kitchen and things, and then we come back in here, and this is gonna be Santa's bedroom, and we might want to create something over here, like maybe a secret doorway or a vault for Santa's magic suit and things like that. And I don't know if it's magic, but the red suit and things. So we'll do that over there, and this will be a whole little project here where we can create a hidden doorway where the suit goes, and Santa's bed can go here, and we could put a big rug on the floor and things like that. That'll look pretty cool. So the next thing we want to do is design this a piece at a time. And I'm thinking to begin with, do I want to do the stables? Do I want to do the workroom? I think I want to do this main area first. I think I want to do the security desk and this room. But the first thing we're going to need is, I don't want it to be stone floors. This is the elf workroom, so it's going to have a wooden floor. So we're going to need to go get a whole bunch of wooden planks and put that down to create a nice wooden floor. So I'm going to be back with you when I've got those supplies. Yeah, we're out of oak. I don't have any wood left, and I wanted to use oak planks. I've got 2.5 stacks. That is not enough. I mean, I've got some birch, and I've got plenty of dark oak, but I really think oak is going to look the best. And so I looked through all my chests, and I don't think any oak left. Let me double check in here. No. No. And this is my wood box, and no, I don't have any oak in there either. So, yeah, we're gonna have to make a trip to the. It's almost nighttime. We're gonna have to make a trip to the tree farm and I guess chop down a whole bunch of oak. So, yeah, I'm going to do that over here at our gorgeous and beautiful automatic tree farm. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. If you have never seen this before, you should check it out. Ooh, I'm running low on bone meal. That's not good. But anyway, I'm going to do this for a little while, and I will be back with you when I've got a bunch of wood. Okay, so we went and got a bunch of wood, and now we're going to just place that down into the workshop. I figured we'll go into a super fast time mode, and I can continue the story because last time we left off on a cliffhanger. If you remember from 2 episodes ago, Jonathan had just led the Israelites kind of into battle. I mean, he went off by his own, won a little battle, and then the rest of Israel followed him, and they're defeating the Philistines. But along the way, Saul says, no one better eat before we finish this battle, otherwise they're going to be cursed. And back then, cursed kind of meant, Saul had the right to kill them. Well, Jonathan didn't hear this because he was off fighting, and so he saw some honey, and he ate some. And so now, according to his father's oath, Saul's supposed to kill Jonathan. And so we're going to pick up the story right now in 1 Samuel chapter 14, and we're going to go to verse 36. They had just finished eating some food finally. And Saul says, "Let us go down and pursue the Philistines by night and plunder them till dawn, and let us not leave one of them alive." "Do whatever seems best to you," they replied. But the priest said, "Let us inquire of God here." So Saul asked God, "Shall I go down and pursue the Philistines? Will you give them into Israel's hand?" But God did not answer him that day. Saul therefore said, "Come here, all you who are leaders of the army, and let us find out what sin has been committed today. As surely as the Lord who rescues Israel lives, even if the guilt lies with my son Jonathan, he must die." But not a one of them said a word. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. So Saul's praying to God, and God's not answering him. So Saul rightly kind of assumes, wait a second, something's wrong here. God's not talking to us because we've done something wrong. We need to assemble everyone together, and we need to figure out who's done something wrong, and who's ever done this something wrong, we need to kill them. And I swear, even if it's my own son, they need to die. Now, what Saul doesn't know is that it is his own son. So he's just said again that even if it's his own son, he's going to kill him. This is scary. Verse 40. Saul then said to all the Israelites, "You stand over there. I and Jonathan, my son, will stand over here." "Do what seems best to you," they replied. Then Saul prayed to the Lord, the God of Israel. "Why have you not answered your servant today? If the fault is in me or my son Jonathan, respond with Urim. But if the men of Israel are at fault, respond with Thummim." Jonathan and Saul were taken by lot, and the men were cleared. All right. So basically what this means is, we learned about this a few episodes back. They're casting lots. It's like rolling dice and flipping a coin all at the same time. And Saul's basically saying, okay, God, we're going to roll these dice. If it comes up this, it must be my fault or Jonathan's fault. If it comes up this, it must be the army's fault. And he rolls the dice and, uh-oh, it's my fault and Jonathan's fault? What's going on here? So verse 42. Saul said, "Cast the lot between me and my son Jonathan." And Jonathan was taken. So they rolled the dice one more time, basically. And now Saul knows it was Jonathan that messed up. So verse 43. Then Saul said to Jonathan, "Tell me what you have done." So Jonathan told him, I tasted a little honey with the end of my staff, and now I must die?" Saul said, "Oh, may God deal with me, be it ever so severely, if you do not die, Jonathan." So basically, Saul finds out Jonathan's the one that broke the oath. He ate. Jonathan admits it. He's not lying about it, but he's like, "Dad, listen, you're going to kill me over eating a little bit of honey? It was a really bad oath that you made in the first place, but now I'm supposed to die for that?" And Saul says, "You've got to die. I've got to kill you. That's the promise I made. I swore to God." But look what happens next. In verse 45, but the men said to Saul, "Should Jonathan die, he who has brought about this great deliverance in Israel? Never. As surely as the Lord lives, not a hair of his head will fall to the ground, for he did this today with God's help." So the men rescued Jonathan, and he was not put to death. All right. So basically, all of the men are so loyal and thankful for Jonathan and the good work that Jonathan did in that battle that they save his life. They're like, no, you can't kill him. Not only is that a horrible thing to do, and not only did you make a really bad oath, but Jonathan's kind of like the hero here, and he was working through God's power. So no, Saul, you're not going to kill him. And so you're kind of starting to get a sense of Saul and what his character is like. Saul does not follow God the way he needs to. So at the end of this bit, Saul stops pursuing the Philistines. They go back to their own land, and basically they continue to fight the bad guys all around them. But this is not the last time Saul is going to get into trouble. But we'll find out about that in a future episode. Let's get back to our room. Okay, so we got this taken care of. I'm not loving this entryway. I'm trying to figure out if I should make it wood or if I should make it dirt. I'm thinking wood might be the best. All right, I got to be really careful though. I really don't want to break anything. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. So careful. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably best. Let me just check and make sure it still works. All right, it does, and good. Okay, now for this right here, I am thinking. Well, let me go to sleep, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how exactly I want to do this. But I do need those to be wood. And yeah. What I'm thinking is that maybe fence posts could look okay for a desk, but I'm not so sure about that. And what I'm thinking is putting slabs on top. And my worry is that this is going to be too high, because, you know, for someone to be looking over the desk, you know. But I mean, I could put slabs on the floor too to create like a little raised platform. But I can't do that where that button's located. But this doesn't look, kind of looks a little bit bad. I don't know. It looks a little bit high, especially for elves. Now, what about? Oh, I broke that. What if I break all of these, and instead of using fences, I just use slabs? So, let me see what this looks like. So what I'm thinking is I take the slabs and I just put it at the top like that. And obviously this is going to be broken, like here. And it just creates a little desk like this. But it's kind of floating and a little bit weird. Ooh, what about trapdoors? Let me see what trapdoors. I don't know if I like those kind of trapdoors. Let me get a few more logs. I mean, I might have to get a different color of trapdoor. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I place them down in the back and flip them up. Yeah. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not great either. I still don't love that spot. I could put trapdoors on the other side. That's tough. Let's see. Yeah, no. I mean, let me try putting them all on the other side. I just want something that looks decent. But I'm gonna run into that same issue. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always just making it connect. I think that's gonna look a little bit too square. But let's give it a shot. 2 more trapdoors. Right. And you know what? I think I really like that, actually. I really do. I think the desk is a little long now, so let's break that. And yeah, and you know what? I could put one more like that. Oh yeah. I like it. Okay, this is my little security desk. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on. Let's see. Hello and welcome to Santa's Workshop. I am your elf host, Matt, and it is great to see you today. Yeah. I don't know if I could pass for an elf, but I'm liking the way this looks. Okay, so I've got myself a little bit of a counter, and now let's build some tables. Now for this, I'm thinking, let me see if this looks any good. If I put a couple of gates in, I might want to change the color of the, let's see. Like that maybe? Yeah, it's a little weird though, because it's like kind of hanging, floating in air. And again, it's too tall. So we can't do that. It's too tall. You know, the fences are not gonna work either for this because yeah, but I mean this height is still good. So oops. I don't wanna do that. Alright, there we go. I mean I like this height. You know, what about just crafting tables? I mean, obviously, we use crafting tables to make stuff in Minecraft. Let me try crafting tables. I mean, it's a little expensive in terms of resources, but not, like, horrible. I don't know. What if... Oh, I'm gonna use a lot of trapdoors if I keep doing this. No, I don't even have any more wood. I think... I think crafting tables need to be in here, but I don't think I want a block of them like that. I think something like that. And maybe what about steps? I think I have some steps left over. Yeah, I got 4 of these. What if I place these things down like that? Doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look great either. Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks okay. And then maybe we could do a fence post or 2, like here, like for as if it's like part of the table. Too many. Yeah. And the gates. I want to know, is there anything if I mean, this kind of looks like a little workstation now. I don't know. Alright, well, yeah, let me build a bunch of these, and I'll be back with you when I got some stuff put together. Okay, so I'm only halfway done, maybe not even, because I want to do lighting and stuff too, but I'm having a tough decision here. See, look, it's just too much one color. Like, the oak tables and chairs, I mean, I really like the way this is turning out, but it's just so oak. So I'm thinking about changing it to either jungle, spruce, or dark oak. But I'm worried that the dark oak might be too dark, but I don't know. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some of these out, and I want to see what they look like with each of the different varieties. So I kind of want your opinion too. So I'll be back in a second when I've changed out some of these. Okay, so now keep in mind it would be across the entire floor, and we want a Santa's workshop kind of a feel. So this is the jungle wood, and that doesn't look horrible. A little bit red. It does match the top of the crafting table. It gives some contrast, but I don't know if I like that exactly. The spruce does look okay. It's a little bit softer. You can definitely see the distinction. I don't know, it probably won't darken up the room too much, but I just don't know if it's as much of a contrast because it's maybe too similar to the oak. Now the dark oak, it's just so dark. It's got a huge contrast. I mean, you definitely can see the difference here. But would it make the room too dark? I don't know. So I need you to tell me which one. Should it be the spruce? Should it be the jungle? Should it be the dark oak? So I'm going to put a little survey up in the corner of your screen. You can click it now, and you can vote for which kind you want. You can also leave me a comment in the video and let me know because I need to figure this out. For now, I think I'm going to go with the dark oak just because I have a lot of it with me. And we'll see what that looks like and go from there. But I can easily change it out and switch it to the other two varieties depending on what you guys say. All right, be back in a minute. Okay, so this is the beginning of Santa's workshop. Not completely satisfied with it yet. Again, still not convinced about the floor. I like the darker floor in a way because it contrasts with the oak wood. But I'm thinking it might be too dark. I added lights all around the ceiling. I need to get rid of this torch over here. Because I need to light the place up, of course. I'm hoping that the lights look okay. But what's really bothering me right now are the walls and the ceiling. Those need to change. This is not going to be stone. I'm thinking some sort of concrete. I just need to figure out what kind of color. Should I do a striped pattern like red and green? It might be a little harsh. White, candy cane. I mean, I don't know. What should this look like? I do like that the floor kind of looks like chocolate. I mean, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. Then on each of the tables, each of the little elves, the seats, they're working on a specific toy. A lasso, different things, a ball, bricks. We got blocks of different kinds. We got little toy swords. We got arrows and axes and shovels and all kinds of railroad tracks and boats. Just fun little toys that each of the elves are kind of working on here. And I really like the way this is beginning to turn out, but it is certainly not done. This place has a long way to go. But I would love your feedback and your comments. What do you think I should do in here? What does this room need besides some serious decoration? But what kind of decoration? So let me know in the comments and let me know about the floor, and I will see you guys in the next episode. All right, God bless. Goodbye.